Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Tsungie and I do craft videos. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this waffle stitch scarf. Okay, so let's just get right into it. So to begin, this pattern works with multiples of 3. So I'm going to chain, I'm using a size 6mm hook, and I'm using baby soft yarn, and I'm using 2. You can use 1. It's just that for a thick yarn for winter that's really warm, 2 is better. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to take your yarn, put it on top of the other like that. Then with my right hand, I'm going to put my fingers inside, and I'm going to grab this one, then put it inside. Then I'll pull this one and this one like this. This is how you make a slip knot. Yeah, so to make your slip knot, you take your yarn, put it on your finger, wrap it, form an X on one side and form 2 parallel lines on the other side. So you're going to lift this one, then you're going to grab this one like this, and when you do that, you're going to pull. So that's how you do a slip knot. Then you put your slip knot on your hook, and we're going to chain 21. So to begin, I'm going to let my yarn hang on this finger, and I'm holding it in place with this finger. Then with this finger and this one, I'm going to hold the part that I'll be crocheting. So to chain, I'm going to move forwards, go up a little bit, turn my hook to face down, and move backwards, passing through that loop. And that is what we call chaining. So I'm going to chain 21. So I'll keep doing the same movements. 21. So I'll do the rest off camera and I come back. Okay, so I've changed 21. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to count 5 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put so this is the 5th. So I'm going to yarn over, put my yarn on my hook. Then I'm going to insert the hook into the 5th stitch. I'm going to grab some yarn and pass through with it, and I should have 3 loops. So I'm going to grab some yarn again and pass through the first 2 loops, grab some yarn again and pass through the last 2. So this is what we call a double crochet. So the first one, this is our first, the chain, it's our first double crochet, and this is our second. So we're going to do double crochets the whole row. So I'll do it again, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, grab some yarn, should have 3 loops, grab some yarn, pass through the first 2 loops, grab some yarn and pass through the second 2 loops. So I'm going to do double crochets all the way and I come back. Okay, so I reached the end of my line. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be my first double crochet. So I'm going to turn my thing and I'm going to work in the second stitch, and I'll do double crochets again, double crochets all across this row. So there's 2 rows of double crochets, that's our border. So I'm going to do double crochets all the way on this row and I come back. Okay, so once you've completed the second row, we've done our border. Now we're actually getting into the part where we're going to start the waffle now. So the waffle, it's a repetition of 2 rows. So you'll be repeating this 3rd row and the 4th row. So to start the 3rd row, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and this is our first our first stitch. So now what you're going to do, you're going to turn our thing. So now what we're going to do in the second stitch, we're going to do something different. We're going to do a front post double crochet. So to do that, I'm going to put my yarn over, and I'm going to go on the second double crochet in the second row. Then I'm going to grab my yarn, pass it through under there, right? You should have 3 loops. Then you're going to pass through the first 2 loops and pass through the second 2 loops. Okay, then in the 3rd stitch I'm going to do a normal double crochet. let me repeat. So we chained 3, we did 1 front post double crochet, then we did a normal double crochet. So now what we're going to do, we'll be working in 3s. So in the next 3 stitches, we're going to do 2 double front post double crochets and 1 double crochet, and that is what we're going to do in each of the 3 stitches. We'll be working in 3s. Okay, so I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go in the double crochet below, just go under there, grab some yarn, pass it through, and like that. So I'm going to go in the next one, also do a front post double crochet like that. Then in the next we do a double crochet. Right, so we've done 2 front post double crochet and 1 normal double crochet, and that is what we're going to do. We're going to be repeating this for the rest of the row, meaning for the next stitch I'm going to do, for the next 3 I'm going to do 2 front post double crochets and 1 double crochet. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the row. I'm going to show you another one. I'm going to grab some yarn, put my hook under the double crochet in the second row, grab some yarn, go under with it, and then you're going to pass through the first 2 and pass through the second 2 like that. I'm going to do another one, yarn over, go under that double crochet, grab some yarn, go under with it, grab some yarn, pass through the first 2, grab some yarn, pass through the second 2. Then in the 3rd stitch of this 3 I'm going to do a normal double crochet. So I'm going to do that for the rest of this row and I come back. Right, so I finished the 3rd row. I'm going to do the 4th row now. So I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3, and this is to turn. Okay, so we've turned and this is our first stitch. So in the 2nd stitch I'm going to do a double crochet. Yarn over, put in the stitch, grab some yarn, pass to the first 2, pass to the second 2. In the 3rd stitch also I'm going to do a double crochet. Right, okay, so after the first 3 we're also going to think in 3s. We're going to do, so in the next 3 we're going to first yarn over and we're going to do a front post double crochet like that. Then in the next 2 stitches we're going to do double crochets, no more double crochets. Right, then thinking in 3s again, in the next stitch you're going to do a front post double crochet and then the next 2 no more double crochets. So to do that, yarn over, I'm going to go under this front post, grab some yarn, go under with it and come up, grab some yarn, pass through the first 2, grab some yarn, pass through the second 2. So that's the first front post double crochet. Then in the next stitch we're going to do a normal double crochet. So it's yarning over, put your hook in the stitch, grab some yarn, pass through with it, grab the yarn, pass through the first 2, grab yarn, pass through the second 2, yarn over again into your stitch, grab some yarn, pass through the first 2, pass through the second 2. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. So until we finish the row we'll be working in 3s. So front post double crochet and 2 normal double crochets. So after this, the 4th row, like I said, this is a pattern repeat of the 3rd row and the 4th row, those 2 rows. So now that means we finished the 4th row. We're going to repeat row 3 again, and we're going to start by chaining 3, 1 2 3, and that's our first stitch, and we're going to turn our thing. In the next stitch we're going to do a front post double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook in there, under this loop, go with my yarn under, then come up, grab some yarn, pass through the first two, grab some yarn, pass through the second two, and in the third stitch we're going to do a normal double crochet. If you remember what we're doing in the third row, we started with two. After these first three stitches, we started working in threes, right? And we're doing 2 front post double crochets and 1 double crochet, thinking in threes. So I'm going to yarn over, go under this front post from the previous row, grab some yarn, go under with it and come up, and I'm going to grab some yarn, pass through the first two, grab some yarn, pass through the second two, and that's the first front post. I'm going to grab some yarn again, go under that front post loop, and I'm going to grab some yarn, go under with it and come up with it, grab some yarn, pass through the first two, grab some yarn, pass through the second two, and that's the second front post double crochet. So in the third, in this set of 3, we're going to finish the set with the normal double crochet. Like that. So we're going to be doing for the rest of the row, we're going to be doing 2 front post double crochets and a double crochet, repeating that, right? Let me quickly do another set. So yarn over, go to the front post in the previous row, grab some yarn and go under and come up, pass through the first two. If you're a new crocheter, and if this is too fast for you, you can pause the video and you see it in parts. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the row. Okay, so I've repeated row 3. Now I'm moving to the next row, chain 3, and now I'm repeating row 4. So this is our first stitch. Into the second stitch, we're going to grab some yarn, do a normal double crochet like that, grab some yarn again and do a normal double crochet in the third stitch like that. So now we're going to start the thinking in threes. So the first one, we're going to do a front post double crochet and 2 double crochets, thinking in threes. We're working in sets of 3s. So to do that, I'm going to grab some yarn, go under that front post loop, grab some yarn, go under with it and come up with it. Should have 3 loops. Grab some yarn, pass through the first 2 loops, grab some yarn, pass through the second 2 loops. Right, so this is the front post. In the next 2, we're going to do no more double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, do a double crochet, and in the third stitch of that set, we're going to do a normal double crochet. So we're working in 3s. So front post double crochet and 2 double crochets. So I'll do another one. Yarn over, insert my hook under that front post loop, grab some yarn, go under and come up with it. Should have 3 loops. Grab some yarn, pass to the first 2 loops, grab some yarn, pass to the second 2 loops. In the next 2 stitches of this set of 3, we're going to yarn over and do a normal double crochet like that. Yarn over, do a normal double crochet just like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the stitch of the row, then I come back. Okay, so when you finish that row, you're going to see now your waffle is not starting to show. So for the rest of the scarf, we'll be repeating row 3 and 4. Okay, so I have continued to do row 3 and 4 until my scarf is approximately 165 centimeters. Now to end it, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then I'm going to turn. Then I'm going to do double crochets in this row all the way across. So let me do double crochets all the way across, and I come back. Okay, so after this row, your scarf is literally finished. You're going to chain and you pull your yarn, your scarf, and you are literally done. So let me tuck my yarn. So at this point it is literally done, and that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. You can put tuffles at the end if you're into tuffles. You can put them if you want. I'm just gonna leave this one like this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Do subscribe to this channel, and see you in the my next video. Okay, bye bye.